Ladies and gentlemen, you made it. Welcome.
I made it.
However, episode 17. My name is Mr. Colton, and with me is Mr. Sean Baker.
Sir.
And we are missing Chris, who needed some anal by a fireplace.
Yeah.
Um,
Sometimes you just need a little bit of anal by the fireplace.
Speaking of anal, you see that video I sent you of that kid that he called it what did he call it?
The dickhead who wants to get punched in the nuts until it goes viral.
It's a stiff shit. He's like fucking 10. And he posts the weirdest shit, dude. There's got to be someone else running his account. There's no way this kid's running this with the shit that he's posting.
Why? This account sucks. I don't get it. You sent me this thing, and I'm like, I can't wait to see this shit. I watched this dickhead, and he didn't even punch himself in the nuts. Did this kid even have fucking nuts yet, dude? How old is this kid?
I don't know. Punching myself in the balls until I'm famous, day 4.
I mean, look at that. It has 89. Look at this, 90,000 views. Dude, he doesn't even hit himself in the balls. He punches himself right in the stomach.
He'll have 100 subscribers, which that is going to take like 2 years, but day 4, punching myself in the balls until 100 subs. You know, it doesn't matter anyway. Okay.
He doesn't even do it, dude. He hits himself in the stomach. It's ridiculous.
3, 2, 1, and
What the fuck was that?
Not only does he not hit himself in the stomach, it's like he stops before he even hits himself.
It's ridiculous.
Look at that. Look at where the hand is.
And he's still looking right at the camera. Keep going. Go a little bit more.
I don't know if I can on YouTube. Yeah, dude. There's nothing.
Yeah, it looks like his left hand ends up more close to his stomach than the right hand is the one who's supposed to hit his balls. The whole thing is sports shit.
But you know what's crazy? Not only does he have more subscribers than the JPD channel, he has 90,000 views on this video alone.
All right, so then he's got to have some gold in here, right? Let's find the gold. Where is it? Where's this gold?
Oh, you know, we'll do sort by most popular.
Yeah, there you go.
That was it. Punching myself until I'm famous in the balls. Punching myself in the balls until I'm famous. Day 1. Day 3. Let's see if there's more impact on day 3.
Dude, is he wearing the same shirt?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's all done in one day?
He's doing this all in one day. Look at this fucking asshole.
Dude, the camera angle looks like it looks like it's exactly the same, no?
Yeah. Day 1, 2, 3, 4. Wearing the same fucking shirt. Unless he just doesn't have another shirt. That could be
No, it's inside out. Just like the other. Look at him. He's wearing that shirt inside out and backwards. Check that out. Fucking idiot. He's wearing that shit. There it is. There's his tag in the front of his shirt on the outside.
Myself in the balls until I'm famous. Day 3. Why am I doing this? I'm gonna use an object this time.
What do you say? I'm gonna use an object?
Start off small, like the cap of a Easter egg.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
He taps himself with the
Dude, he threw that little plastic hollow thing right at his shirt, and then he went down so hard. Did you see that?
I think the first one was more painful.
No, Sam, I am. Do I not like green eggs and ham? Swallowing toothpaste. Dude, I don't know if we could show some of these. I feel like it's going to be like child abuse.
This is ridiculous. I can't believe it. This is what kind of bothers me. There's really talented people out there that are trying to get noticed, that deserve to get noticed, And then there's little pieces of shit like this asshole. What's this kid's name?
Nameless.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's crazy.
I post anime.
4,000 subscribers. He's almost got 5,000 subscribers. For that, people want to get notified when that happens. They're in school, they're doing something, and they're like, "Ding! Hold on a second. This is day 6 of Nameless punching himself in the balls." I don't know, man.
Yum. It's a lovely day, and I didn't poop my pants.
I don't know where you find this shit. And I don't know why you like it so much.
I can't take much more of that. I think that's all we had to talk about.
I had my tooth pulled.
Yeah. You had your tooth taken out.
Yep.
So what was up with it?
Well, last week I was eating, and then I bit down awkward. I don't know what the fuck happened, actually. It just got real crunchy in my mouth. Broke off half of my wisdom tooth.
That's got to be the most disgusting feeling.
Sucks. You know, something just happened. Luckily, I didn't feel any pain. You know, because actually I spit out in the sink. It was mixed in with waffle. I was like, what the fuck was that? And then I was just kind of feeling around in my mouth with my tongue, and then I kind of felt it, and then my back bottom left wisdom tooth. And I still have all my wisdom teeth until now. I just had that one taken out.
All your wisdom teeth still?
Yeah, I had them all. The doctor.
I can't do this conversation like I haven't heard it.
Yeah, but I know. But you know what, dude? The doctor was like, she was like, yo, you can save it. I'm like, what the fuck do I want to save it for? And then she was telling me how rare it is to be in the 10% of people that have all their fucking teeth. And that I actually use it, like my other teeth. It actually lines up, and how other people just taking out whatever.
So Sean Baker, you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 10%.
Yeah, I was one of the 10%.
Of the people that still has their wisdom teeth and still uses them.
Well, I'm not in that category anymore because I had it yanked out. I didn't want to save it. That would be a root canal, and then to end up having to pull it out 10 years from now, or I can just have it pulled out that day. So I just decided to have it pulled out that day. But besides that, this is the thing that bothers me the most. Is like, I feel like, you know, if you're the dentist, you know, you're the top dog. Unless you're the oral surgeon, sometimes the oral surgeon has to come in and do what the dentist can't do. You know what I mean? So if you're the oral surgeon, you're like, out of my way, minions. Fuck out, I'm an oral surgeon. I can do all your jobs, and you can't do mine. And then you've got the dentist. The oral surgeon's not there all the time. Then you have like the top dentist, and then everybody else working underneath that. So then you got the X-ray girl, that nurse. She's doing my shit, right? And first of all, my dentist was awesome. This woman was just so caring, like motherly. Like that's the thing. That's the difference between like male doctors and female doctors. Men doctors don't give a fuck about you. They just do what needs to be done. And they do it right most of the time. And women care about you. And they get it wrong all the time. But they really care. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking around. Women doctors are great. They really care. You know what I mean? Like this, I felt really comfortable. And I even said, I'm like, are you going to be the one that's pulling it out? She was like, yeah. And I was like, all right, cool. Let's fucking do it. And then, but the nurse that took the x-rays, it's her like status tier. That's where it kind of pisses me off, because she knows she's not the dentist, but she knows that when she's alone with the patient, then she's got something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
When this x-ray was done, she said to me, she's like, oh, let me guess, you're in here for the bottom left tooth. And I was like, yep, yeah, I cracked it eating the other day. And she's like, oh, well, there's a lot more going on down there by the bone. The dentist will tell you all about it. And she's like, go back to your room. I'm like, what? Why the fuck would you say something like that? Like, why? What an asshole. You know what I mean? Just
then you're all nervous.
Yeah, dude. I was so nervous that as soon as I went back to the room, I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, and then I was thinking, what if something else is going on here? Like, holy shit. Meanwhile, the guy in the room next to me, I can hear how horrible his experience is going. and how much work he needs. And I'm like, oh my God, this is fucking crazy. And then the lady comes right back in there. My heart's pounding. And she's like, all right, now I'm going to take your blood pressure and your temperature. I'm like, and I'm like, okay. And then she puts the thing on my arm. And then when she finishes, she's like, all right, it's a little high. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm fucking panicking over here. I'm like, you never should have told me that when you took my x-ray. I'm like, oh, there's something going on. The dentist will tell you about it. Let the dentist tell me about it. Why would you say something like that? And then she's like, oh, no, I'm just saying, I'm like, all right, well, that's my heart is pounding. I'm freaking out. She's like, no, you're fine. You fucking, and whatever. The dentist comes back in. She's like, everything I was saying about saving it, forget it. She's like, we're
Pulling
not-
that bitch out.
Yo, she was like, that shit is infected. It's been infected for so long that, look, she's like showing me this big pocket of infection and how it's been like chilling on my bone and like eating away at my bone. And I was like, holy shit. So I was just hoping that they were just going to pull this fucking thing out, stitch it up, and I'm out. So she's like, yeah, I want to be able to pull it out, and then we'll do a bone graft, get some fucking bone in there to really fill it up, and then we'll stitch it up. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, where are you going to get the bone from? I'm thinking she's going to like pull it from somewhere else in my body. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then she's like, oh, we've got it. We've got it. I was like, oh, you got it here? She's like, yeah. I'm like, you just got bone in-house? She's like, yeah. We're just going to pack it in there. I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, yeah, we're going to pack that shit in, fucking stitch it up, and then you'll be fine. I'm like, okay. So luckily, when she pulled the tooth out, most of that infection came out with it. Bro, I've never had that shit happen before. That was the first tooth that I've had pulled out.
What did it look like when she pulled it out?
I don't know. Because it was hard to see it because they put these goggles on me for like protection. And like, I just have my eyes closed during this process. And I'm kind of just like, kind of closing them. I feel a lot of pressure. I don't feel any pain. You don't feel pain, but you hear everything, dude. And your teeth are not far away from you. So you feel the pressure of them, and you're like, oh, this bitch is ripping my tooth out. And you know that's what you're doing, but you feel like because it's a dentist, it's not going to be so barbaric, but it is, bro. You just hear, you hear it fucking ripping, and then like all of a sudden it's like, okay, and then she's like, all right, here it is. And she's like, oh, look, there's the infection. And I open up my eyes, and they're like teary a little bit. So, and then I'm trying to see through these green goggles, and all I see is this fucking bloody tooth with this white infection fucking sack hanging from it. And I'm like, oh. And then she's like, oh, good. And most of the infection came with it. So I'm just going to scrape the bone and clean it up. I'm like, yo, just fucking do it. I don't need, just fucking do what you got to do.
Yeah. You don't need step by step what the fuck is going on.
But she was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. She's like, you're doing great. And she's fucking packing that shit with the bone, stitched it up. And fucking, I was out. So it was good.
How long was it total, you think?
Dude, I'm very I'm not a patient person, and I come across sometimes as like very aggressive to people, and sometimes they think that I'm an asshole, but I'm not. I'm just asking questions. So like, there was at one point I was in the chair, and the lady was, I'm just like, yo, how long is this whole thing gonna take? And she was like, and then that's where I lose most people. They look at me like, what an asshole. You know what I mean? Like, however long it takes. You know what I mean?
Especially during a quarantine, like, I gotta get back. Okay?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, like, in one time I was like, this is for an example. How long is this going to take? I'll be like, how long is this going to take? That's what I'll say. And then they'll be like, I don't know. However long it takes. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm like, is it going to take 6 hours? And they're like, no, it's not going to take 6 hours. I'm like, well, then you have some sort of idea. What is that idea? That's how I try to narrow it down a little bit. And if they're like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, is it going to be $500,000? They're like, no. I'm like, then what is it going to fucking be? Give me something. Nobody wants, and they're just dicks to me. All I'm doing is asking. But the right people. And I found that in New York, people are a lot more like me. And that's maybe because I'm from there and that's where I'm, obviously. But in California, they're just like, and nothing against Californians, but in New York, they'll just get right to it. I'll be like, yo, how long is this going to take? And then they'll be like, from the moment you sign the paper saying that you're going to, that you're going to pay for the whole thing, 45 minutes. Perfect. And that's it. There's no, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just trying to find out how long it's going to take, And That's how she was. She was super cool. I was like, and how long is this whole thing gonna take? She's like, well, Sarah's gonna come in here with the papers. Once you sign, 45 minutes after that, you'll be out of here. I'm like, all right, cool. And it was probably 30 minutes. So
Fuck yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, I'll have to get the name of your dentist because I gotta get a new dentist. I actually have my, these are my wisdom teeth. I don't know how that.
Save them?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I just wanted them. I figured I was paying fucking $2,000 to get these fucking things out.
Wow.
Crazy, right? One of them split in half.
I see That's
That
what the one that she took out looked like. I felt like on mine, but I guess it wasn't that bad. She was. That's pretty crazy, dude. You should cash those in, man. Put those under your pillow tonight. What are you waiting for?
Dude, I've been waiting. I don't know what the fuck's going on with the tooth fairy.
Dude, we're in the middle of a pandemic. You're gonna owe $170 in that purple mattress. Put one of those under each night. Cash it in.
Dude, so I've been going outside a lot lately, and I've been getting burnt like crazy. So I'm like, dude, I've been putting on sunscreen, but I still, when I sweat, like it comes off, so I'll get burnt. So I'm like, I gotta get like a hat or something. So I got this hat off Amazon. But dude, I never fucking wear hats ever.
Oh my god, I can't.
Like,
you got it with you?
I look like a fucking idiot. As soon as I put it on, I look like a fucking idiot. And then Anita goes, what did she say? She goes, oh my god. She goes, oh my god, I love it. You look like you're a DILF of Disneyland. I'm like, what the fuck is a DILF of Disneyland? She's like, there's a page on Instagram of DILFs from Disneyland. Dads, I like to fuck instead of MILF.
Okay.
Right, isn't that what the acronym stands for?
Mothers I like MILF. Mother I like to fuck.
Yeah. So DILF is dad. I like. Okay. So that's what she told me.
That hat?
So I go, dude. It looks like I got this at a fucking convention, and they just gave it to me, and they're like, put this shit on, and I'm like, well, what is it? And they're like, I don't know, just fucking wear it.
Let's see it, dude.
I look.
What does it say?
It's just a champion sport. But dude, I feel like I can't wear a hat. As soon as I put this on, I feel like it has fucking NASCAR. It looks like I deliver milk, or like I can't pull it off.
Yeah, you can, dude. It looks good.
I can't. It doesn't look good.
Yeah, if you put like a clipboard in your hand and you walked up and down like the sideline of a football field, you'd be fucking killing.
Dude, and that's what I'm saying. Someone's like, yo, coach, we need more fucking water.
Like, get away from me, kids. I don't even know.
It's weird, dude. I can't pull it off, and then I put it on backwards, and I look like I'm trying to like look cool. Like I'm trying to be like fucking.
Yeah, why you're wearing it like a fucking yarmulke, bro? Wear it backwards. Put it on your head a little bit.
I can't do it. I can't do it. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll put it like that. And then I look like a fucking third grader. I can't pull it off. And then I put it to the side a little bit. Then it looks like I'm in a boy band.
Yeah, it looks like you belong in PB. Exactly where you live.
Dude, I can't. I don't know. I can't pull it off. I don't know how you guys pull off hats. Dude,
it just looks different for you because you don't wear hats. But honestly, it looks good on you. To be honest, it looks better than your fucking haircut. So.
So wear the fucking hat.
Wear the fucking hat, bro. Wear the hat.
I don't know.
Yeah, no. How much you pay for that hat? $12?
I did. I paid $13 for this hat.
There you go. Not bad.
Amazon champion. Bringing them back.
Bringing it back.
But yeah, man. So then I bought a higher SPF. I don't know. I took a whole class in college, and the guy said anything over 30 is bullshit. But I'm still getting burnt with the 30. So.
Yeah, dude, you can't. I mean, don't use 30, especially if you're going out in the middle of the day. And right now we're approaching, summertime, and the sun is getting more and more intense, and you got to take care of your skin, dude. You don't want to fuck your skin up now because you'll regret it in like 5 years. All of a sudden, like shit'll start like getting fucked up. I've gotten burned so many times by accident, and like twice, real bad by accident. I was young. In the sun, and it was, and now I got this fucking thing on my nose that, dude, you know what? It's kind of scabbing up right now, and it's looking so much better. I'm fucking every day. I'm just hoping that
You're literally re-healing like the layers of your skin,
So when you
like
have like,
regrowing it.
yeah, I mean, dude, all of a sudden, like you get this like get this like red spot in my nose, I was like, what what the fuck is that? And then over time, it just like it doesn't go away. It just gets a little bit bigger. It's almost like it's protruding on the skin a little bit. It's not just flush, and it's like, and then it almost gets like dry. It starts to get like a little dry, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? You maybe put some cream on it or something. You're trying to take care of it. Hopefully, just heal it with some lotion or something. But um, it doesn't really go away, And then, but I'm also a photographer, so during like this summertime, I'm outside. I've got the cameras on my face. I've always got like indentation marks at the end of a wedding, so there's always like it's a mess, And I went to the dermatologist one time, and he told me that I had the sunspots, and that it's not cancer, but it could be later on, And they just want to address it, and you got to kill those cells because those cells are damaged, and that's the problem. Like if you keep trying to, that's why I kept trying to put lotion on it to heal it, but it's damaged cells. They're never really going to correct themselves. They kind of just let it go. And that's what he did with liquid nitrogen. And he did that last year. And it was pretty gross. But he didn't really get all of it. And unfortunately, the spots that he didn't get just kind of continued to move across my nose. And it started to get pretty bad, to where I went back to the dermatologist and I was like, hey man, look at this. I think I need to get that shit shot off again. And this guy was like, no man, we need to use this cream. We can't just keep chasing this shit around your nose. And it's a nasty cream, bro. Like you just put a little bit on. You got to use like a glove. You don't even want to use your finger. Just put it on the spots, just a little bit over the spots, just in case there's damaged cells. You don't want to you just want to make sure you get all of it. So I put that all over that side of the nose and where the damaged spots were. And you do it for 2 weeks, dude. By the end of the 2 weeks, it was fucking gnarly. You can just feel like it's blistered from underneath the skin. But it's just so, like, on that last day, I'm like, I'm so glad this is the last day that I'm using this fucking cream. And then, like, from then on, it just tries to heal. It just starts to heal itself. You know what I mean? So it's been it's been a week and a day now since I haven't used the cream. And it's been nothing but just been scabbing and then and flaking off on its own. Like I love picking scabs, but I'm not gonna fuck with this. This is my face, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have to be in the public. This is why I did this now, like because I'm during quarantine. I couldn't imagine like sitting people at the store.
I know.
I know, bro. It's crazy. But hopefully this thing fucking heals up real nice under there. And I got.
Do they tell you to put anything on the scab, like Aquaphor or anything?
No, I don't want to. If it's a scab and it's drying out and coming up, and right now the skin is protected by the scab, so the new heal skin should be coming underneath. I don't want to pick the scab. So the scab will fall off naturally when it does. If I wake up and one morning and I feel like I might have ripped it off with my pillow and it's real pink and shit still, then yeah, I'll probably take care of it with some Aquaphor or something, something like that. Just in the meantime. But I really just want to baby it, take care of it. But man, that's just because of fucking sun damage, bro. And it's crazy. It's
Strong
crazy.
shit, man. My sister texted me and said to show the video of when I got my teeth out because I got put under and I was like all fucked up talking nonsense after I got knocked out, but I don't even know if I have that anymore.
Where would it be?
I'm looking on my phone. I'm seeing if I have it, and then I'll put it on my computer so we can watch it if I do have it. Yeah, man. I've been spending a shit ton of time outside, which is really fucking nice. I feel like people during this whole time are just learning. I mean, it sounds so stupid, but just to go outside more and just fucking do shit that they're not normally doing, and
so what
just being out. Well, pretty much every day, Anita and I work out. So we work out at her house, which is outside on her deck, and we try to do late morning so that the sun's not like blaring on us. But most of the time it's the afternoon. But then after we go for bike rides from PB to La Jolla by the Cove.
Yeah. Okay.
And so it's a nice, like, I think it's about 8 miles, maybe 10, but dude, the first couple times I did it, the sun's just on me.
What time of the
And
day? Are you going?
what?
What time of the day are you going?
We're going anywhere from 1 in the afternoon to 4, and I found it's best around like 5:36 when the sun's basically down.
Oh yeah, for sure. Are you putting lotion on right before you leave, or what are you putting the suns? When are you putting
The first couple times I didn't at all.
Ugh.
I didn't put shit on, and I fucking burnt my nose. So now I'm caking it on. But dude, I sweat so fucking much it just is coming off. So I think I got it for my nose. Get that zinc shit that lifeguards put on their nose, like that shit that it's that thick paste.
You really don't give a shit what you look like with that haircut and the zinc fucking nose. And I don't even know what kind of bike you're riding because I know you didn't have a bike.
Oh,
where you got
dude.
it from. I can't imagine what's happening.
You should see the bike I have. My old roommate left is the biggest piece of shit. It's a beach cruiser, but it's entirely rusted. So the spokes of each wheel is entirely rusted, and then the chain is rusted. So everyone else I'm riding with has gears, and she even has gears, and they're going up a hill, and they're struggling a little bit. And there I am, and I'm like, and you just hear the bike like,
Oh my God.
and dude, this thing's ready to fucking snap. And then the back wheel's going, just wobbling.
Dude, that's why he left it back, right? He was like, I'm not bringing this fucking.
Oh yeah, he's like, I don't give a fuck about this thing, dude. And I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll take it.
That's fucking.
I don't know where the fuck that video is.
Yeah, dude, you gotta wear some heavy shit. If you're gonna go out at that time, it's gotta be fucking put 100 on. I'm not kidding.
I know. Well, I ordered either 70 or 50 off Walmart.com. Dude, have you the bioluminescence, what that is? Have you seen that ever?
No, but I want to go check that out. Me and Carrie were talking about it the other night.
It's fucking dope. We went last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we went in PB down the street, and dude, it was cool, man. The part that kind of sucks is you need a camera
on a tripod.
Yeah, that's good in the night. Your camera would be good in it, but I was trying to use an iPhone. She has the newest one, so it could actually pick it up better than mine, but still, it's kind of gritty looking. But it was cool, man.
Can you see it in the eye, to the human eye?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, to the human eye, you could definitely see it.
It looked dope. How long is that going to continue to be like this for?
They don't know because. Hang on.
You gonna pull it up, show people what we're talking about, just in case?
Yeah. They don't ever have an exact time because basically it could be like a day or it could be weeks, but so far it's been the whole month of April into May, and there's a picture that's really fucking dope of photography. I mean, this one's fucking really cool.
Yeah, dude. They started doing. I started seeing this like 2 weeks ago, and I definitely wanted to go check it out. But I figured everybody's gonna go check it out, so I'm kind of waiting. And
yeah,
then
but you gotta go before it fucking goes away, man. Like,
the cops gonna be like, "Hey, you guys can't be here."
No, the cops were there last night. They're just making sure no one's getting drunk or doing anything stupid. This is exactly what it looks like. Like, that's like the human eye view.
Okay, cool. I see.
It's fucking dope, dude.
Yeah, man, I gotta go check that shit out.
Yeah, this too. Like, you can literally see it. Like, when we were walking from our car over to the main part of it, we could see it. And then when there's a big crash, it looks like this. There's this photographer that got a couple.
A couple really good ones. Oh, they got.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out who this couple is.
Oh.
Because he got this huge crash right here.
It's pretty dope, dude.
Really cool, man.
Look at that. Don't leave that there for a second. Just move your cursor because it's a little distracting. I mean, this is the planet that we live on, dude. This is fucking planet Earth. Look how amazing that is. I mean, that looks like they can be on another world.
Yeah.
If you didn't explain to anybody what this is, I mean, obviously for us, this looks like they're somewhere by Sunset Cliffs or something like that. Doesn't it look somewhere? But for us, it's just these are the kind of sandstone cliffs that we have, or that are right here, and then you've got this unbelievable wave that's just like this cup that is formed. It's fucking lighting up blue, and it's just nighttime, so it's fading out into the. I mean, that looks like it's on another planet. It's fucking bizarre, isn't that insane?
It is, bro.
That is
And
insane.
what's even crazier is you see it during the day ever?
You can't see it during the day, can you?
No, I'm saying during the day it looks like the water's all dirty. It's called the Red Sea, I think they call it.
Oh.
And because there's so much, it's the algae in it,
Is it the red
right?
tide? Is that what it is?
Red tide, that's what it is.
Yeah, the red tide. So you don't really want to be in that water during the daytime, do you?
So you can go in it.
I mean, the surfers are out there.
Yeah, you can go in it, but I guess it feels thicker. Like it feels like thick water, and it's hard to move in it. My roommate said he went body surfing the other day. It's really fucking hard to move in the water.
Yeah.
Fucking so cool, man. Like, look at this. Look at this fucking dude surfing.
Oh,
How
yeah.
dope is that?
That is sick.
Yeah, dude. It's,
Yeah, man, I gotta check that shit out. You guys went last night?
yeah. I guess the best time to go is right after sunset. So we get our sunset around 7:30. If you get there for 8:30, that'd be the best time to go.
I photographed a wedding. The same
A
day
wedding?
The same day I got my tooth pulled. Yeah, man. So that's, I'm a wedding photographer, and I haven't done any wedding work in a while.
Where was it?
It was at the courthouse. They were supposed to have this really beautiful wedding the day after with friends and family, and then all of a sudden this pandemic hit. They already left their deposit. They left their deposit, and they and I felt I felt really bad for them when they were telling me that they were going to cancel, and I totally get it. You know what I mean? I understand, and they know that I don't know. I'm just such a good person. So when they were like, hey, is there any way we're just going to get married at the courthouse? Is there any way you can come down and photograph it? And the nicest people ever. They both work at the hospital, which is like, they're caregivers. They're. I don't want to go anywhere near a hospital during the coronavirus.
Yeah.
So these people are just strapping up, going in there every day and trying to help people. But it made me nervous to go to their house and take photos of the getting ready process. Just knowing that they would both come home from the hospital, and they totally understand that. And they were like, even if you could just meet us at the courthouse if you want to, it's totally up to you. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. If they're still marrying people downtown, and they're being responsible with it, everybody's got to wear a mask. The bride had to wear a mask. The groom had to wear a mask. It was just them and me. And it's so crazy because
you've never done anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes like you just when you book somebody, I booked that couple about a year ago. You book weddings in advance, and I haven't booked any weddings over the last couple of months. You know what I'm saying? Because of this, ever since the start, people don't know what to do. And the people who've had weddings April, May, June, nobody's getting married. So they're fortunately, they're like, hey, we're going to postpone it, and we'll try to figure out for later on in the year. I'm like, absolutely, let me know what's going on. But nobody's getting married right now. So when this couple was like, hey, we want to is this going to be downtown? And it was literally 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, you know what? Like, these guys left a deposit. They're not going to get remarried later somewhere else. I'm just gonna meet them downtown and do some wedding pictures for them for that 15-minute ceremony. But I got down there a little bit earlier. We had to wait. There was some social distancing, so it was called the Marriage Hut, and it's downtown. It's outside. There's two people that sit in the opposite ends of the booth, and they wear masks and they work in there, and they marry people from the little window. And the couple stands on the outside, and nobody else is allowed to stand by them until it's their turn. And so even if your family's there, they got to be wearing masks and way behind you. And there's a couple of benches that are around, but no one's allowed to sit on them. I watched someone go and sit down on the bench. Security guard came over and said, excuse me, not allowed to sit on the bench. So like they just didn't want anybody, like, it's just one of those things that they're just trying to make sure. If you have because the virus can live on things for a while. So if people are out and playing on playgrounds and shit, the whole idea is to kind of like not let there be virus once they kind of say, okay, things are starting to open back up. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
they brought their iPad and they had Zoom going with 60 plus friends and family all watching them. She set it up. They set it up by the window and they got married on Zoom in front of their friends and family. And
Wow.
it was pretty awesome, man.
That is cool, man.
It was cool to document a wedding during this time. You know what I mean? It's such
you're documenting history, dude.
Yeah, it's literally history. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing.
Do you ever do any photographs for divorces?
No, but dude, I should start because I think it's gonna be a ton of them after this, bro. A lot of people. Hell yeah. But what do you think? What, do I like go into the lawyer's office with them as they're like dividing up everything that they own and just get their
they're like in the middle arguing like
I know. Because who's gonna want to look at those later on? Like, this is when I took the house from your daddy. That's his face when I got the 2 Ferraris in the Porsche.
Bro, I guarantee some crazy fucking bitch.
Oh yeah.
Some crazy bitch.
Dude, imagine I ever got that email. Hey, I was inquiring about your photography services from when I'm taking half of what my husband owns. And let me tell you, he owns everything. And I don't do shit, but I was hot once. I was hot. And I'm going to be hot again.
Girls hold on. I'm telling you, that fucking asshole I used to date, she used to hold on to texts from her ex, the kid's dad, just to show people she dated to prove she's in the right.
What?
Text from like 3 years ago. Voicemail from 3 years. Yeah. So I got one client for you.
Give her my email.
You imagine just out of the blue, hey, Sean wants to.
I'll post something on Facebook. Like, hey, just shot my first divorce, and call and be like, hey, I know that girl. I'll be like, hey,
you have people hitting you up for fucking abortions and all this shit.
What? Oh my god.
Shout out to Bart Sampson though. On a serious note, you know, we like to joke on this show, we like to mess around, but one thing we are serious about, folks, is you know, following rules, and you know, we like things structured, and we obviously, as you guys know, we frequently get our room hacked. You know, as you can see, Sean's feed is hacked over there. So shout out to Bart Sampson, dude. Seriously, he's saving the show. Letting us, he was a very nice man, letting us stream off his feed. And you know, he is how do we know Bart again?
Well, you introduced me to Bart.
Yeah, I think I met Bart at the KB Toys years ago.
Was it the KB or was it the telemarketer?
It was one of the two. And we just hit it off. And I said, you know what, man, in about 15 years, I'm going to hit you back up because I'm going to be doing this live stream thing during like a quarantine plague type situation. And I'm going to need you, Bart.
Yeah.
And he's really coming through, man. He's really.
What's a cool dude, man? I mean, anybody that's gonna let you use their Facebook profile, pretty much knowing that it's gonna get hacked for sure. Pretty nice guy. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty nice guy. So.
Especially when he knows that yours is still down. I mean, what a nice guy.
Very nice guy. So shout out to Bart Sampson.
Shout out to Bart.
Not the first, not the second, not the third.
This is the fourth.
The fourth.
Let me ask you. I mean, KB Toys has been gone for a long time. What is he doing now? What is it?
Well, I think he actually is working at the Blockbuster and what was it, Oregon, and they're actually up and running again, which is very bizarre. They,
no.
Yeah. Let me hang on. I gotta.
Are you sure? You checked?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Have you tried to call them during business hours?
Fuck. No.
Dude, it's crazy that they wouldn't be open. I mean, if I can walk into Target right now and get stuff, why wouldn't you be able to walk in to Blockbuster.
Because it's the fact that people are taking these into their home, returning them, and then you're taking them into your home. You're not
Oh
like
yeah, I totally
just buying
forgot
a
about
product, bro.
that.
You're not just buying a product. Like
Oh,
you're
yeah,
literally.
no, yeah, my bad. But who the fuck is going in there renting DVDs?
Jimmy Kimmel talking about our store. All right, I'd have to take out my headphones for you guys to hear this. Hang on. All right, so he's talking about Blockbuster. Here we go.
All right, let's see it.
We're Open Again by Ryan Harding. That used to be Bart Simpson.
Oh, so Bart doesn't work there anymore?
I don't know. I mean,
Ryan took his job?
I don't know.
All right. So we will be temporarily changing our store hours in an effort to keep our customers and employees safe during this unprecedented time. We will be open daily from 11 to 6. We're asking all customers to help us maintain social distancing and safety by following the recommended guidelines. They're in Oregon too. I don't know.
Wait.
Strict
I don't think they ever closed then. By the sounds of that.
We have added direction arrows to our aisles and ask that you please keep 6 feet distance between you and others. In addition, we will be limiting the number of customers in the store at one time. Our curbside service is still available, and if you'd rather not come inside the store, thanks for your effort. Now, you know what the problem is? Most of the time, when you go to, dude, the Blockbuster was an experience, bro. It wasn't just like, it was very rare, and it was only when I was in a rush, or if like there was a date night or some shit, and you're like, yo, I'm gonna get this movie. You ran in the fucking Blockbuster, you grab that shit. You're like, hey, where is this movie? And they're like, oh, it's over there. You grab it. Or you don't even have to grab it. You just go to the register and you're like, hey, is this in? They're like, yeah. And you give your Blockbuster your card, they scan it, drop it in a little drop box, you take it to your car, you're out. But dude, experience is walking around that place. You know, the experience is walking around, and you used to see the movies that you didn't even know about. You were like, oh shit, look at this. You know, listen, you go to the horror section, you're looking at all the scary movies, and then you end up leaving with 3 or 4 movies. So the people who are doing curbside pickup right now, or have been for the last month or whatever, these people haven't had the opportunity to browse. You know what I'm saying? So instead of Blockbuster getting, you know, maybe 2 or 3 rentals just because that guy or girl came in to get 1, they're just getting that 1 because they're just doing curbside pickup. But now they're like, hey, come on inside the store. We got arrows. Stay 6 feet apart. We're limiting the customers and get your shit.
These are still the people renting movies though from like, obviously I think this is great. I'd love to visit this place truly one day. But the people that are still going during this time and getting curbside pickup are the same people that go to the fucking red box outside of like ShopRite or fucking 7-Eleven, you know, with the curtain that comes up and you pick your movie. Those are those people. Like, dude, just fucking go online and either download it for free or, you know, go on like Apple fucking movies or whatever. What the fuck is this? Oh, there's one in Australia?
Dude, keep flipping through those pictures because it's still nostalgic to me looking at some of that. This looks like it's a different type of store, obviously.
This is one in Australia.
This says the last Blockbuster in the world, Blockbuster Bend. That's the one in Oregon, right? They're just saying shout out to our
Oh yeah. Dude, this kid looks like
Are there no pictures inside the store? How come everybody's just
no, this is a different page. Hang on. I gotta actually, you know what? I bet if we went on Yelp, we could get
Oh yeah. That's a good idea.
Oh, by the way, guys, go on Instagram and like our page, The Worst Show Ever 69. We might be changing the username because The Worst Show Ever was taken by some piece of shit who doesn't even use their profile.
And his show is way better than ours, so we need a title.
Yeah. We need it more than ever. Dude, would you buy the snacks? Like, they have, you know, the snacks at the counter and shit. Would you buy that stuff?
I didn't buy it back in the day, so I probably wouldn't buy it now.
Yeah, I didn't either. I remember they had though the popcorn bucket, and you would microwave it, and it would pop up like Jiffy Pop.
Yeah. I remember that.
All right,
never
let's
bought
check
that
this
shit.
out. What?
Just put or anywhere in Oregon.
Oh wait, hang on.
Just put Blockbuster. Get rid of Ben. There's only one Blockbuster. I think you're searching Portland area.
All right, hang on.
Zoom out of the map and search all of Oregon.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Is this Yelp? This is Yelp, right?
Man, dude, look at that. They got 5 stars.
I fucking dude. I wish we had one of these in San Diego, man. You know, it'd be dope if they had one of these that was filled with like arcades and shit, like inside. Like it was almost like a Dave and Buster's / like a fucking bar, dude. A bar inside, a little movie theater.
No, dude.
Fuck 'em.
A bar and a movie theater?
I'd go to
Look
it.
at that. That shit looks exactly the same. It's pretty cool. I don't have to go there. I just felt like I was there right there. That was good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna buy any of this shit. I'm not gonna rent any of this nonsense. I'm not
But
gonna
yo,
bring it back to the
They
city.
didn't have these back in the
Joint
day. They didn't have this back in the day. They had the solid white panels. Remember that?
Were you talking about the shelving?
The old one, yeah. They had solid white panels.
Yeah, I don't remember. Like over here? Or
Yeah, like this shit.
Keep going. Any more pictures?
This fucking idiot.
I don't care about that. Dude, why are they getting like so many copies in? There's nobody in there. You know, in any of these pictures. It's just the person who took them and then them on the outside. This girl took all these pictures right here. There she is. Oh, Melissa. Okay, Melissa. She. Keep going. Okay, Sarah took that picture. Melissa took this picture. Keep going.
Chris
I
took
think
this
Sarah,
picture.
Melissa, and Chris.
That's the end. I
Okay.
wish they had like a virtual tour inside.
And now they're really missing out there. Actually, no, they're not. They want you to come and see it. They don't give a shit. They'll be closing a year. Fuck Blockbuster. Have you seen Uncut Gems?
With Adam Sandler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that in the theater.
How was it?
What is this fucking Carol Baskin? Dude, you know what's it was good. I don't want to ignore your question. It was good. It was not what I was expecting at all. The commercial makes it look way different.
Okay.
Are you gonna watch it?
You know, it's so funny because when I saw the commercial, when I saw it, like the trailers for it when it was first being released in the theater, I was like, man, that was pretty good. I don't usually go to the movies, so I'm like, I'll just wait until that shit's free. And then Carrie was talking about it, wanting to see it, and then like my cousin said something that him and his girlfriend couldn't stop laughing throughout the whole movie, not because it was not supposed to be a comedy, this and that, and like how it was horrible. And I'm like, oh shit, really? So like 2 days later, we went to go find it, and we saw it on Amazon, and it was like $5.99 or $6.99 or some shit for the rental. And I was like, I don't fucking know. It's not like I was just being cheap with the fucking money. It's 2 hours and 19 minutes or something like that, dude. It's a long
movie. A very long movie.
Believe how long it was. I'm like, bro, I said to my wife, when we start this now, it's 8 o'clock. It's gonna be after 10 by the time this thing is fucking finished. It's gonna be forever. And she was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to watch it either. But then I saw that it's coming like May to Netflix or something on May 25th. So I'm like, oh, I'll just wait. I'll just wait and I'll watch it for free.
Yeah. You ever see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that is a very long movie. And this, my brother, this goes to show you how fucking bored he is in Connecticut. That movie was like, I want to say 3 hours long. Like, no joke. Close to 3 hours long. Halfway through, I was just like, like, a movie's dragging when you're thinking, like, where is this going? Like, you're looking at your watch and shit. And like an hour and a half into it, I was like, Jesus Christ, man, like how much more of this? So that's a movie that it was an okay movie, but it's something I would never watch again. Ever. Never, ever, ever. Same with District 9. For some reason, I would never watch that movie again.
Dude, for me, if I see a movie once, I never want to see it again. Ever.
Really?
Dude, I'm so weird. I don't know why. I never look back. I never think about things, and not think about, but I'm always just about like trying to be better, trying to do what's next, the future. I'm never reminiscing about shit in the past. When I think about the past, I think about, it makes me, I go, ugh, because I think about how far I've come since then, and I cringe at the fact of where I was, and I'm like, ugh. And always,
yeah.
I don't like to repeat myself, so if I say something, and then like my wife's like, what? Inside, I'm like, ugh. But then I say it again, and if she doesn't,
I get so pissed off.
If she doesn't hear me the second time, and she's like, "What?" The second time, I don't even repeat it the third time. Like, and she knew that shit when we were dating. I hate repeating myself. I just don't like it, and that's one of the things for like stand-up comedy that started to fucking like kind of scare me, because you're still trying to, I'm still trying to find where, like, I know I can kind of see in my head where I need to be, but like to physically put yourself there requires work, and it requires putting yourself and going out and being out every night, fucking doing your shit. And that's what we were doing before this shit fucking all came to a halt. But like for me, the idea of going up on the stage and just fucking reciting material that I've said over and over and over again is just fucking dreadful, absolutely dreadful. But
yeah.
Interacting with the crowd and pulling jokes that are going to work, plus making on-the-spot jokes with people and just creating an experience is something that I live for, and it's something that I want to just do forever. And those two are very, very, very similar, but they have to be so different for me to make it work. So, because there's no excitement for me when they're like, "Hey, do you want to come and be on a show tonight?" And then just say the stuff you say every night. I'm not like, "Yeah, I can't wait to do that again." You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
I want an authentic experience that I know is going to be funny every time, everywhere, but different. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people who go and like, "Hey, Seinfeld's in town," and then they go and see Seinfeld, and then they'll go and see him again tomorrow. Why? He's doing the same you're seeing the same act. Why do you want to see it twice? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you just want to have that good experience the one time and be like, "Yeah, that was fucking great," or whatever? Why do you want to go back and do it again? Like, there's certain people that are like that. But I want them to say, "Hey, we went and saw Sean one day, and the next day it was totally different." You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were gonna say in the same. Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
no,
dude,
totally different.
That's the thing with stand-up, though, man. Is like you're reciting the same shit for the most part, but you have no idea what that crowd is gonna think of it. They could fucking hate you, and that's part of the fun and the challenge of trying to win them over.
Yeah, but when you have which jokes are good jokes, like which joke, like every time you say this joke, it's gonna get a laugh. Like you have those, and those are the things you want. You got to build those. Like,
but I hate my routine. I'm happy this quarantine happened in that aspect that I'm writing new shit. I fucking hate my jokes. I hate all my jokes. Every single joke I hate.
You know what? It should be this. It should be like this. It's like, it's beautiful. You get an idea or something, right? And then like you blossom this incredible joke out of it, and and you're working on this joke. You're working on it, and you go out. Everybody's got different ways of doing it, but you should word it a different way, express it a different way, say it say it to where it gets to the best it can be. You know what I mean? And then when you do that, and you've got that joke to where it's a one, like, you know, Steve Harvey has a really, really great book, and it's called Think Like a Success, Act Like a Success, or Act
Did
Like
you finish it?
Dude, I've read it 3 times already. It's
But I
amazing.
thought you only do things once.
But this is so incredible because usually when you read success books, they're not coming from a stand-up comedian, entertainer, and somebody in the business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tony Robbins is in the comic. Darren Hardy, another really, really awesome guy. This guy is a real estate guy. So he made his successes through real estate. You know, so when you learn from people who are like, I flip houses, but if you implement my ideas and you put them into your life with your business, you can be super successful. And yeah, that's true. If you try to figure out how to do what they're doing with their business and incorporate that into your business somehow, it's doable. But when you're listening to a stand-up comic, like a real estate agent person can take Steve Harvey's book, and even though he's comparing it to comedy, they can still benefit from it. Just like I can benefit from listening to that. But dude, it's so much more close to home when you're reading Steve Harvey, his comedy. He's talking about writing bits and this and that, and this didn't work, and how he learned this and what he did that. And it's amazing. And he's talking about his jokes and how like he just wants to have all like ones. Like he was talking about how he rates his jokes on a scale from like 1 to 5. And immediately, if he can't, he's always trying to get the jokes to a 1 and a 2. And if he can't, they're gone. So he always is just hitting with 1s and 2s. That's it. So you know, if you've got a 3 or a 4, like, I kind of gets that chuckle, but make it a 1. Make it a 1 or a 2. Because he even says in the book, you want to go out fucking swinging. Every single one of those punches is going to come harder and harder until you knock those motherfuckers out. And he might have said, I think Pryor might have said that or some shit. But that's the point. You know, like it's just, you want to be excited. You know, I don't know. So anyway, you want to make these jokes, and you know, you want to go out there with your 1s and your 1s and 2s, and you can take those 1s and 2s pretty much anywhere, because a 1 and a 2 is a 1 is a 1 and a 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know, hey, I'm gonna drive up to this place and do it here, and then I'm gonna go fly over to this state and do that joke, as long as it's gonna work in that state. You know, like I'm not sure how abortion jokes.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying, but.
Doing stand-up has taught me a lot about being successful at things, man, and just repetition and keep doing it over and over and over again. And a perfect example is like tonight, like, you know, Chris couldn't make it on the show. We could have easily been like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, I don't feel like doing the show tonight. But the fact that we keep doing it is creating the momentum. And even if no one's watching or we suck, and it just keeps that momentum going and creates that discipline in your mind. And then that builds little things and avenues in your brain to not fuck off and not screw around. And then you get further and further to that point that you want to, you know? But if you know, and I know Rogan always talks about it on his podcast, if you create that option to fuck off and that's always there, you're going to take that avenue most of the time. It's just easier to take. It's just natural human nature to want to do that. You can wake up and go work out, or you can just lay in bed all day. Okay, well, I think I might lay in bed all day because it's fucking easier. You know, or you start getting out of bed each day, even if you just fucking stand there for 10 minutes, but already you're training your brain not to fuck off and stay in bed all day.
And the funny thing is, that shit is so, I see that shit in everybody all day long. Like when people are trying to lie to me, I know when they're fucking lying to me, bro. You can't lie to me. I know you're lying, you know, and not 9 out of 10 times, I won't even call you out on it because I know what's to come. You know what I mean? Like I'm very good with personalities and shit. And I can see like,
you think Chris is lying?
He's one of those fucking shit. But you know, the thing is, what were they saying?
Calling people out on their lies.
So when you hear people like when they're saying something like, all right, for example, like, I think stage time is so important. So you should be at the Palace, you should be at the Store, you should be at Madhouse, you should be at ACC, you should be at all the clubs. You should be whenever they're offering an open mic, you should be there. You know what I'm saying? Working on your craft, working on new jokes, working on being comfortable, working on everything. But then there's like, I don't know, you'll talk to somebody who just goes to maybe one club or two clubs, and you're like, hey, how come you don't go to this club? How come you don't go to this club? And then you hear them kind of just saying, I don't go because blah blah, and then they're feeding you the same bullshit excuse that they've kind of fed themselves to give them the breathe easy of like, like that's why I don't go there, because fuck the management or fuck this person or fuck that crowd or this and that. You know what I mean? Like they feed themselves some bullshit excuse just so they can live with themselves and move on. Because as human beings, we can't have it open. You know what I mean? Like we just can't have this like, should I go to the club tonight? I don't know. That's open. You got to make a fucking decision. The decision should be yes, I'm going to the club tonight. Because if it's not, you've come up with some bullshit answer to make yourself believe that it's not, and you're doing something that's pointless instead. And that's shit like Jim Rohn would say, like, make your decisions fast. Don't I don't know, maybe. Because once you start thinking too much, dude, just like you said, it's like instinct to go back it down the other way and nah, I'm not gonna go. If something sounds like it's an opportunity to you, say, yeah, I'll do it. I'll be there. And that's it. Yeah. Now you've committed. And later on when you're thinking, God damn it, what the fuck did I do? Why did I say yes to that? It's because you're living outside your comfort zone and it's the right thing to do. Do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do it.
Yeah.
Just fucking do it. And start living your life like that. Take some fucking responsibility. That's why we're on 17. That's it. Just like you said. You could have easily said no, but
one thing that's going to be hard, man, is after this quarantine, getting mentally back into that fucking momentum. Like obviously we're going to do it because this is what, we want to do. This is what we've been doing for quite some time. But that momentum of being out and, being at an open mic till midnight, being downtown till fucking, on a Tuesday till 12:30, and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, I wish I could be home right now. Well, think back to this time, being home right now. The fuck are we doing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to think back to those times. And like Anita was asking me one time, we were talking about stand-up, and I said, I used to hate being out at night. And I mentally had to like mind fuck myself into being like, this is great. This is fun. I like doing this. And now I do like it. I love it. I love being out at the club late at night. But I literally had to trick myself because if I wasn't doing that, I would just come home and do nothing. I'd be standing at my fucking computer or laying on my bed just on my phone, watching other people live their lives.
Dude, it's all about accountability, and that's it. It's all comes down to you. Take fucking responsibility for your own damn life because it's it, and it's gonna come and it's gonna go, and you never know. Nothing is for sure. Nothing. Don't take it for fucking granted. Just go. Just do your shit because, dude, it's the same thing. When you just said that right there, dude, when I first started doing stand-up comedy, yeah, I wasn't out until fucking 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. And bro, I'm talking like back when Madhouse was doing open mics 7 nights a week on top of Horton Plaza, being the new comic, when I first started, bro, I was in that I was doing the alt list first just to kind of wean my way in. And the alt list is after the list. I'm going up at fucking 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning, just late, fucking in front of nobody. And then you come home, you're like, why am I doing this? But you just keep going. And then the audiences get bigger and then you're doing better shit. People are fucking laughing, but you gotta do it and you gotta get through it. But you've got to condition yourself to be able to have the stamina to be able to do it. Because at first, I'm sleeping by 1:30 in the morning, bro. I'm not on a stage wide awake trying to entertain people. So you got to get used to that shit. So yeah, man, I feel like when you go to school, when you're like, hey, the semester is starting tomorrow, you're going to go to school because you're fucking you said to yourself, I got school. School's your priority. These are what my classes are. You're going no matter what. You have to look at it exactly the same way. I have classes. my open mic class is at 6 o'clock at this club, and then I'm going at 8 o'clock at this club, and then I'm going to my 10:30 spot at this club, and that's it. You gotta fucking go. You gotta look at it as a video game. You know, you're your own avatar, you're your own character. If you want to be successful, you gotta make that character go to all the clubs, all the fucking bars, all the spots. Get time. If notifications went off on your phone during the day and it says, do you want your character to write jokes? You would hit yes, and then you put your phone back in your pocket. So when he went out to the club that night, you can see that your character did better. You're your character, motherfucker. Write your goddamn jokes.
I know, dude. I'm glad you brought that up because this quarantine, a lot of people I've been seeing comics say like, yeah, I just haven't been writing jokes. I have nothing. I don't feel like doing it.
That's what I'm saying. That's the excuse they fed themselves to be okay with that.
And for a second, I was like, oh, yeah, if they're not doing it, nope. And I've been writing shit, dude. And like I told you, I'm throwing out all my old shit because I fucking hate my set.
Good.
And now it's given me a perfect opportunity, an excuse to throw all that shit out and rewrite all my shit.
Dude, you know what? I'm one of the 10% that have all their teeth. Be one of the 10% of the comics that come back with new fucking jokes, bro. Dude,
yeah.
I'm telling you right now, and for any comic that's listening, I don't want to fucking hear your old shit. We've had so much time. I'm looking forward to hearing your new shit. Everybody, all of you, every single fucking comic on the San Diego scene, you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about all of them. And
name every single one.
Y'all know who they are. It's all of them. Everybody. We're all funny. Everybody's funny here, man. Fucking work on your shit. I know it's a sad time. I know it's a depressing time. I know it's a fucked up, weird time. That's not an excuse. Come up with new shit because I don't want to see it. It's okay to look. People were working on jokes. I was in the middle of working on shit when all this stuff came to a halt. So yeah, I want to finish working on what I was working on. You know, I want to link things together. So of course, when I come back, you're still going to hear some stuff from me that I'm still working on because I also like to stretch it and then bring it into a new topic. See how that will, the new subject, and then go with that joke. But I'm coming up with so much new stuff that I can't wait to try when I'm there. That if I go up there and I'm seeing people do 5 minutes fucking of the same shit that I've heard for months, I'm very upset. I'm very disappointed.
Yep.
I'm very disappointed.
Don't piss off Sean because, he you don't want to piss him off like he gets pissed on his wife, you know?
Bro, it's not pissing me off. It's just, you're just hurting yourselves. And I just want to see everybody do really well. I like to see people do well. Some people get pissed off and get fucking jealous, and there's haters. Oh, this fucking guy or her, she's fucking. Oh, that's because she's this, or that's because you. No, fuck that. It's because they're working. But the goddamn working.
Yep. And speaking of cool stuff, we're gonna have Sketched Out coming back whenever the Comedy Store reopens. Yeah. So for those of you watching or may watch this later on, definitely think about sketches, think about filming shit. We've been working on new projects as well. Sean talks about Saturday Night Live all the time. You guys can, and we're going to do this as well, start filming shit behind a green screen. We have no idea when the hell it's going to open back up or what it's even going to be like. But, eventually when things do find their way back, we're going to get that going again.
Yeah. And, it's just be creative, man. There was a great story that I heard one time where this girl was working for this event company that put on really like high-end events. And then she worked for them for such a long time and decided to start her own company. She started her own company, and this is her first big event. She has put this whole thing together, and this pianist is going to come and play. So the pianist comes in, and he sits down at the piano, and he's warming up. And the thing sounds like fucking dog shit. It's not tuned. It just sounds horrible. He's pissed. So she's like, I'm so sorry. She goes and she gets somebody to come and tune it, and he still hates it. It's the worst. It sounds like dog shit. Something's wrong with it. When you push the keys, it's like some of the keys are getting stuck. So he was like, I'm done. I'm not playing this shit, because he's got a fucking reputation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're giving this great musician a piece of shit tool to use and try to entertain people who came and paid to see you. So this guy feels like he's set up for failure. But she begs him, please, please, please don't let me fail. And everybody in here will be so let down, blah, blah, blah. So this pianist comes in and played, he said, the best show he's ever played. And it was because he was challenged by this fucking piece of shit piano. He was forced to do it different.
Yeah.
He was forced to be creative. And this is what got him there in the first place. It's just his brilliance, his art. It's the same, you know what I mean? It's like, this is the same, it's art, it's expression, it's just, you know, don't look at this time as, oh, I'm limited, I can't hang out with my friends. How are we supposed to make sketches? Figure it out, man. This is 2020. We've got technology. And right now, dude, I mean, I got a green screen. I know Colton's got a green screen. I know Chris had a green screen at one point, but now he needs a new one. $20, bro. $20. Order on Amazon. It'll be here in a fucking week. $20, and your creativity is endless. And listen, so many companies are doing crazy shit right now because they know people can't afford to pay things. So like, hey, free trial for 2 months. Go get your Final Cut trial. You know what I mean?
Adobe will give you.
Adobe Final Cut Pro, they'll give you a free trial for 30 days. Do it. Get a green screen, do it. Be creative. And then when it comes time to submit these sketches to Sketched Out, fucking submit them, man. We can't wait to see them. We can't wait to see what's been going on. And when life feels normal again, to see what people were doing at this time, it's just exciting. It's history. Just like when I photographed that wedding, it's a moment in time, and we're going through a moment in time. Make some content, put it out. This is it, guys. Do it.
And also, it's a good time to realize, you know, if you're just not that funny, just to hang up the mic and just walk away.
Just cut it out.
Just walk the fuck away and leave more opportunity for someone else, you know? Dude, I never loop back to what I was saying about that movie, the fucking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. My brother was so fucking bored in Connecticut because there's not shit to do. He went and saw that movie 3 fucking times. And I'm like, bro, I wouldn't even sit through that movie a second time if you paid me to. Like, I would never watch it again. And he watched that shit 3 times. He like saw it with my mom. I think he saw it with my sister. It's a long fucking movie.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You want to chat roulette for the next 15 minutes or so? Is that what you're thinking?
Shall we?
I mean, if you weren't feeling it, we don't have to.
We can do a speed round.
I mean, I'm not really wanting to.
Maybe it's the shirt. Maybe I need a different shirt. Hang on. Let's see what I got. How's this look? Yeah, maybe try
what about
that
the one
shirt.
with the faces on it, dude? That will get people's attention.
Okay, I can do that one. The sweater? The sweatshirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. Fucking, that gets a lot of attention. Dude, remember when we went to see Attell and you wore it and we sat in the front row?
Oh, yeah.
Drinking out of that gay-ass fucking straw and you started making fun of me. And you're wearing that fucking shirt. And then afterwards, some girl starts hitting on you with that fucking shirt on, remember?
I got the babes hitting on me.
Asian girl, look at this shirt, everybody. Who are these people, Colton?
These are all my friends I went to AA with.
I hope they're doing well.
They are. They're doing much better than we are. All right. Fix the hair.
Yo, 2 people are watching this show right now. I think I'm one of them. And I'm pretty sure your sister's the other.
And Bart. Shout out to Bart Sampson.
And shout out to Kristen Harpy.
Being a loyal fan. All right. Let me get this shit set up.
My wife's actually watching. Okay. Shout out to my wife.
All right. Disconnect. Can you hear me?
Yep. We're going heavy blur, bro.
Yeah. Going heavy blur.
We're going heavy blur. We're not spending all night on this. The Michael Jordan.
We're doing like a 5-minute speed round, guys. All right. What the fuck is going on? Your camera turned off. No, it didn't.
That's weird.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
What's up, dude?
Bro,
What's up, bro?
are you from the U.S.?
Yeah. Where you from?
Yeah, it looks like it's light out.
Oh no, I just have good lighting in the room.
Oh shit,
You got a strobe light.
sure do.
You
It's
having a
where my
party over
bitches come
there?
over.
It's for when the bitches come over.
Hell yeah.
You got
This
any?
kid lives at his mom's house.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit! Show me.
All right, bet. Come here.
Ah, what a bitch. Nope. Dude, that kid lived at his parents' house for sure.
He was like 12.
He had a 1993 Lamborghini Diablo poster hanging on his wall. I can't believe you just fucking unblurred that. That was risky.
What that was. Hey man.
Well, you know what that is. Sorry, Bart. Nope. Close your mouth when you do that, Colton. You can't have your mouth open like that when these dicks are showing up. It's weird. We should recruit a couple more people and then have one show where they're all on together.
Yeah, we should bring back fucking Jose, Shaquille, and
Those two others.
the couple. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up?
Where you from, dude?
Virginia. What about you?
California, bro. Just surfing the waves out here, you know?
Yeah. Must be
Bioluminescence, you know?
nice.
Yeah, bro. How's your quarantine?
Sucks. How about you?
Not bad. I got Bart Sampson in the house, you know, so
Good.
yeah. All right.
It's so funny watching people like not know what to say and just be like, you're like, I got Bart Sampson in the house. What the fuck does that mean to that guy? And he's just like, good. Mouth closed, Colton. Mouth closed, bro.
Yeah. What is this?
You know when one person yawns, the next person yawns? Every time you see a dick, you open your mouth. Stop it. It's like, see,
So,
You having a party over there?
yeah, so I have a question. And this party, this is a party at a mental asylum because I am mentally ill.
Fuck yeah.
How old are you?
45. How old are you?
Dude, I'm 16. Do you want to see a 16-year-old's cock?
no, you fucking idiot.
All right. And apologies to the viewers.
Jesus Christ, get off of that one. This isn't going good. He ordered a champion hat off at Amazon too. Did you notice that?
That weirdo.
Yeah, that kid, he was wearing a champion hat.
Actually, he's going against their policy because you have to be 18 to be on here.
He's an idiot. To be unfiltered, you're agreeing to 18 plus, so he's breaking the rules. And besides, he didn't do anything.
Yeah, he wasn't 16 either.
Fuck that guy. When you see the color of skin taking up the entire camera, just go to the next one.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Nope. I can see this image. Don't do it.
What's up?
Let's see it. All right. It was different than I thought. Okay. Good. Nope.
Hey. Fuck this guy.
It's like being in an elevator with someone that just said "fuck you" next to, and then you just have to sit there and wait for it to go up. And is
Fuck this guy. He's just staring at me.
that a person with a hat on? Click yeah, right? Unmute him. No, talk to that motherfucker. What are you doing?
Oh, fuck, dude. There we go.
No, not there we go.
Keep
There
it
you
going.
I don't think so.
It's a thumb or a...
Yeah. Odds are against the thumb. Nope. Is that guy petting a cat or jerking off?
or both. All right, we're
Let's do 3 more.
okay.
What's this? I don't know what the fuck that was. I didn't hear that. I didn't recognize the song.
It's so much more creepy with the blur on.
What?
So much more creepy with the blur on.
Yeah, but it's pretty fucking gross with it off. See?
Okay.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's do 5 more. Ready?
Sean's addicted. It's like
Let's do
we're in
5
the-
more. Ready? 1.
Just once more. Just one more.
That's 1. That's 2. 3. I think a dick's gonna come out of that hole. That was a person. That was 4. Last one. That was 5.
I'm not even touching it.
Really?
Hey, what's my man? Okay.
Yeah. Let's wrap this up.
I don't know what that was. Well,
No success tonight.
well, yeah, you can't win them all, and we try to bring you the best content we can every single time we're on here. But I don't know. What are you gonna do when you get off, Sean? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go watch The Last Dance. Michael Jordan.
Are you still watching that?
Yeah, dude. They release 2 episodes every Sunday, so it's a multi-part series. Sunday comes, they release 2 1-hour episodes. So we do the show on Sunday, so I'll watch one of them, and then on Monday night, me and my wife watch the other one. We love it. It's fucking amazing, bro. It's really, really good.
You know what my roommate told me? He said in other countries that's available on Netflix,
Uh-huh.
but not in the U.S. So he just uses a VPN on his computer, and then he gets to watch it on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, did you hear that, guys? There's a lot of people who are trying to. So the deal is it's really an ESPN joint, and they kind of teamed up with Netflix to kind of produce this thing and make it all happen. But I think ESPN owns majority of this whole thing, so they get the exclusive rights to broadcast it on their network. So it's on ESPN. If you have the ESPN app, go get it. But if you don't, you're like, what the fuck? I thought this was on Netflix. How come I can't find it on Netflix? I guess that's what Colton said. So in other countries, it's on Netflix. If you got a VPN, go get a VPN. Throw it on and stream it. It's fucking amazing. It's such a good documentary. And the thing is, it's access that you've never seen before. This is 1997. This is the last time that the Bulls won the championship with Jordan. No matter what, they were getting rid of the coach. Everything was changing. I I don't want to give up too much, but they had unprecedented access, and they were able to. They recorded so much from 1997, and no one's ever seen before. All this shit in the locker room, going to practice facilities with Jordan. It's just unbelievable to see all these rare clips, and then for these people to come out now, sit down and give interviews and talk about it, and listen to what Jordan has to say. I mean, it's an unbelievable documentary, and it actually just surpassed the Tiger King. In case anybody
Oh shit.
was wondering, yeah, the Tiger King had the biggest numbers out of any documentary ever. It was the world record.
You know what's funny though? If the quarantine wasn't happening, I don't think people would give a fuck as much about the Tiger King.
You know, it's a good point. I'm sure it would have went viral, and I'm sure like it did, and I'm sure people probably would have been talking about it. I don't know if it would have went to the extreme, just because so many people have free time to be able to put towards it. But to hear that the Michael Jordan documentary past Tiger King is really a good fucking thing, because it's so embarrassing for our country. You'd be like, oh, the United States of America, what's the #1 documentary over there? The Tiger King? You're like, oh my God.
And it's
What's
funny to
wrong with these people?
go back in the episodes a couple weeks ago and see our excitement, how excited we were to talk about it. Now we're just like, yeah, fuck this.
Dude, I hear those names and I cringe. You know what I mean? I just get over things real quickly too. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever. But that's what I'm gonna do. What are you doing?
I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I'll probably eat some food and just be on my computer until I pass out. Actually, no. After our talk, I'm gonna do something productive before I go to bed. I'm gonna structure some of the shit I was writing into actually jokes,
Good.
and you know, even work on something maybe we can work on as far as a sketch.
Yeah. Dude, once these scabs come off the nose, I'm ready to go full sketch, you know?
Fuck yeah.
Dude, that sketch that I made when the governor of Georgia was gonna reopen the beaches and all that shit, I had to put that thing in black and white because the nose was so red, because that was during the middle of putting that fucking cream on. I was like, God,
Yeah.
no one's gonna be able to even know there's a video going on behind that red nose, so I had to fucking
Is that Rudolph over there?
I had to black and white it. But yeah, man, I'm a little these stitches should be out on their own on Wednesday. They go away. I still feel it, you know what I mean? I just had a fucking tooth yanked out a day and a half ago.
Yeah.
But I don't know, little things here and there you get excited about. At one, you know, you're looking at yourself, you know, the pandemic hits, and then your jobs, you know, are over, and then stand-up is over, and someone steals your fucking car, you know, and then you look at yourself in the mirror every day and these fucking red marks on your nose, and you're just like, God damn it. And then your fucking tooth cracks when you're eating waffles, and you're just like, holy shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is going on? And it's tough, man. It's not, I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy. There's, you know, there's times because I'm so hard on myself that it's very difficult sometimes to be me. I feel like sometimes, man, because I'm always saying you should be doing this, and then I can't live with myself without doing it, so I just have to go and do it. And when you wake up every morning just fucking, you know, just not happy, and it's very difficult to try to be funny, and I get that, I get it. But you know, the tooth is gone now. It's pulled, so I don't have to fucking worry about that thing. Turned out I had an infection in it that I didn't even fucking know about, that was eating my bone away. So you know what? I'm on antibiotics to clear that shit up. That's great. Hopefully when these scabs come off, it looks amazing underneath there. I grew some fucking hair, get a little haircut, buy a new car, and you know what, man? I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? It just sucks, but you know, you just gotta fucking, I don't know, man.
Gotta keep grinding.
You gotta keep going, bro. You gotta keep fucking going. You can't stop.
No.
Can't stop.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, might as well carry out with tradition and just go into our sets.
Let's just say this. The next episode will be on Tuesday, and you know what, bro? For a fucking Cinco de Mayo to fall on Taco Tuesday, that was like insane. And for the world to be where it is right now, and not everybody to be able to experience Taco Tuesdays or the Cinco de Mayo and just get fucking shitty, is a real sad time. It's sad, dude. It's sad. And then living in San Diego, Taco Tuesday is a big fucking deal, and Cinco de Mayo is even bigger than ever. And I don't know. Come celebrate it with us. We'll be here. Bring your fucking shots of tequila. Bring your
We got to get someone Mexican on. Maybe we could get Pablo on.
I would love it. Let's see if
So
Pablo wants
to be authentic.
get a fucking real Mexican up in here, and we'll celebrate some Cinco de Mayo.
Wait,
You know,
is Pablo Mexican?
He looks like. I'm sure he's Mexican. He's got. Yeah, I think so. He talks about how he's Mexican.
It'll work either way.
He looks like he's Mexican. Colombian, Filipino. I mean, not Filipino. Colombian or like Peruvian. Sometimes some of those guys are too hard. You know, you can't really tell them all. It's all the same. You just tell people what they are and they'll believe it.
I think he is.
But Pablo's a funny dude. We had him on second episode. Pablo was here with Jordan Cobra, and I love that episode. That was a good episode.
Yeah, that was a really good episode. But all right, guys, we will keep you. Those watching on the East Coast, thank you for staying up with us, and come back Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo. We'll be ready to get fucked up, eat tacos on the worst show ever.
Worst show. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. We'll see you then. In the meantime, give us a countdown from 3. 3 can do.
We'll just start. So the other day,
All right, so
my
let's do
wife.
the same jokes
Yeah.
I've been doing.
And
I'm
it's
gonna give
like,
it
I'm sick of this shit.
So
So
you can end
I
the
walk
meeting
into the butcher shop the other day,
because
and I'm
when
like,
two people talk, it's very easy.
this is
to hear
fucking-
one person.
this
Yeah,
is
end it.
very fucking